Happy Saturday! Nope, Sunday. Retake. Happy Sunday, everybody. Prodigious J here again. I have a small rant. While I've been out and about today, I have encountered one of the worst things that I normally encounter on a Sunday, and that is Sunday shoppers. Yeah, Sunday shoppers, I hate with a passion. I don't understand the phenomenon. It's not new. I mean, many people probably talked about it, but I kind of want to give my 5 cents on what happened today. Yeah, so after driving around, going to a few places, trying to go to a local Blockbuster that was having a going out of business sale, which is not surprising. The surprising thing is it lasted as long as it did. Now, they didn't have anything, so I traveled around, went to a couple different stores, picked up a few games, a movie, and things like that. But in my search, I had to go to Walmart. And in case you didn't know, Walmart is hell. Pretty much. It's the only store that has everything I need, or what I needed today. And unfortunately, I forgot until I pulled in the parking lot that it was Sunday. Now, Sunday shoppers are the worst people I think I've ever met in a shopping scenario, besides Black Friday shoppers. Now, again, though, this is seriously some of the worst experiences I have in my life is based on Sunday shoppers. Now, I was perfectly content with just getting my stuff and getting out. Wanted to look around at first, but decided against it, which was probably a great idea because as I got there, parking lot was full. Not a surprise. Idiot drivers nearly hit me, things like that. Anyway, while in store, I've encountered like 3 or 4 people that just stopped in front of me, just coming to a dead stop. Like, I mean, I came in for Drano sunglasses and that was it. It's like, I need Drano for the tub and I need sunglasses because, since I'm wearing contacts now, my glasses aren't on, don't have the automatic sunglasses feature. Now that sounds like something technological, doesn't it? But yeah, I didn't. So I needed to go there and get them. So 2 locations, simple enough. Well, didn't prove so simple. So here's the kicker. I think the first thing I did, I went and I started looking down the aisles. I was looking for sunglasses first, and I found them. I got them. I saw a pair that were fairly cheap, that looked fine, and did what they were supposed to do. So I picked them up, and they're like, okay, next aisle. And I walked down another aisle to avoid tons and tons of people standing in line or crowding around aisles. And I'm not dealing with this crap. I'm just going to take side aisles. And I saw a few things that I was like, I could possibly do a little project with. I'm like, I took a look at it, didn't see anything I could use, so I just kept on walking. Now walking down this aisle, this woman, I won't say anything else about her, she just simply, I'm looking for a word, a nice word for her. This bitch decided to, of course, cut out in front of me and nearly hit me. I was walking down the same aisle she was. There was somebody who had parked a cart on the left. In the video, it may look like the right, but it was on the left. And here comes this woman on the right. Now, there's plenty of space for me to squeeze by, and I was waiting patiently. I didn't look like I was pissed off. I didn't tell her to hurry up. I just stood there, and I kind of was inching beside the parked cart, and the lady saw me, and she proceeds to at first go on the side, and then she turns directly into me and start pushing forward. And so my natural reaction is just ignore. I'm not an angry person. I'm really not. Where'd you get that? Huh. Well, anyway. Now, Again, I'm not that angry of a person. You show it again, you die. But yeah, I mumbled under my breath that she was a bitch. She didn't hear me, but you know, I mean, seriously, it's kind of like, I mean, why would you do that? I understand it's Sunday. Fine, do your shopping, but don't try to kill people. Don't try to hit people just because you are a bitch. And I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but yeah, she was flat out. Now, I went over and I walked down because I couldn't find where Drano was in this Walmart, and I was like, well, I know where it usually rests, but I'm going to check here and check there. People kept stopping in front of me, and like they didn't even apologize. There was not a nice soul there. Well, there was later, but I'll get to that in a minute. But they all just like stopped in front of me or pulled the carts out in front of me, so I had to take different aisles, and that's fantastic. You know, I'm okay with that. You know, I don't mind. I deal with crazy crap all the time. I worked in customer service. I know how mean people are. You know, it's just inherent for them to be mean. Now, after I found the Drano and walked out, I was starting to go back. Because, you know, lately I've been playing around with Legos. Yes, you know what? I'm 23 years old and I play with Legos. I'm proud of that. But I saw earlier that aisle and I was like, you know what? A friend of mine's says he's been buying new stuff and building. I want to see what they have. They didn't have anything. But as I was walking towards that aisle, this woman proceeds to pull out into the middle of the main walkway and suddenly just stop and look around for no reason. It's well, you know, I have a demonstration and I've brought along 2 little friends to help me. Everybody knows Mario. Say hi, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
And we have his faithful companion, Yoshi. Now, these guys are going to be my test subject. I mean, my demonstration. Mario is me, and Yoshi is the idiot. No offense. Okay. Anyway, so here's what happens. Here I am. I'm walking down the aisle, and a lady pulls out. Just slowly pulls out, and we're right here. Now it's like, okay, you know, if this was traffic, imagine this situation. You're a car going 30, 45 miles an hour, and this lady just pulls out in the middle of the intersection, I mean, not in the middle of the intersection, in the middle of the road, and stops, and goes, So, what's the car's natural reaction? To slow down until the person decides to move on. Well, not this one. It's just like, so I had to stop, and she was like, oh, what's over here? What's over there? And then she proceeded to go, doo-doo-doo-doo, without a word of, I'm sorry. So, you know, lady, next time you're in traffic, I suppose you shouldn't do that, because next time it could end up a little like this. Yep, it could end up like that. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Yoshi, wherever you landed. Now, again, I'm not angry. But I went from there and I went to checkout. And I went to a specific line because I know that line's faster. And I was just like, you know what, this will be done. I can get out of here and I don't have to worry about this crap anymore. Well, I had to wait in line, and the person who was checking out decided to give accurate change. And from my last relationship, I know people who do that, and she did it, and it kind of irritates the hell out of me. I'm sure that's great to give exact change and get maybe a bill back instead of change, and I know change sucks as it adds up. But you know what? You cash it in. I have change that I cash in. I don't give out exact change. In fact, I don't pay with cash. I pay with a card. Now, this woman sat there and was counting out, I swear to God, pennies and nickels. And I'm like, no. Why? No, you don't do that. So I then proceed to move forward, and there's a guy, he has like 10, 15 items, and he's running through it, and that's fine. And there's a woman in front of me who's got about 20 items, and I was like, okay, well, I have the 2, and so it's like, I'll just wait. I'm patient enough, but I mean, it irritates me. But I started looking around at the random inquirers and reading all the idiotic posts that they put in there, when suddenly the woman in front of me goes, you can go in front of me if you want. And I'm like, you sure? And she's like, yeah. It's like, some of my stuff isn't really checkout technically. I don't know what that meant, but I appreciated it. In fact, when I was standing in line, I thanked her twice before I left, because that kind of generosity isn't normally seen, especially in places like that during days like that. So again, out to the woman who helped me, or who was nice to me today, you are awesome. I thank you. And if you did it again to somebody else, I would say that you are awesome, and I hope that you keep staying that way. Now, my final words on this is what I really want to say is that Sunday phenomenon shoppers, I'm tired of it. I don't understand. You have a full weekend to do it. You know what? Why don't you get your grocery shopping done on Friday night? You get off work. I understand, but go then. It's the start of your weekend. Go then. Why Sunday? Saturday. You could do it. It takes like an hour out of your day. Put the groceries up. That's another 30 minutes. Why wait till Sunday? Everybody else is going to do it. It's ridiculous. I mean, if somebody could explain that phenomenon to me, please do. I would absolutely love to see that kind of information, because I want to understand it. I want to completely understand what kind of people they are that decide, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go out shopping on Sunday and create mass panic. Yep, mass panic. You look really closely, it looks like I'm saying ass panic. Anyway, I think that's about it. I do want to say that I hate Sunday shopping, and as every time after I've been Sunday shopping, even for the smallest things, I vow to never do it again, but it's going to happen. I'm almost certain. But, yep, that was it. That's my little rant. I would like to thank Mario and Yoshi for tagging along, and I will see you guys later.
Nerd rap infest your internet. You left a trap, but it's empty. MC front a lot. Took a gate, but the bait wasn't tempting. Ending up uncaged and at large to talk smack at you through the networking appliance that's in charge of every drip of your attention. Yo, when mine goes out, I've got to log in just to mention my disappointment at the interruption of convenience. I mean, just a lot left, but none up in between. This couple of minutes here, the couple of minutes later, it's an outrage at the price I pay. These dictators of my leisure rule with an iron fist. Has anybody ever been so put upon as this? Your GPS run out of battery. First world problem. Got to wake up Saturday. First world problem. You just delayed the honeymoon. First world problem. Pledge season's coming soon. First world problem. Half your friend list is spam accounts. First world problem. And your center channel speakers out. First world problem. Your center channel speakers out. I can hear that it's not on. Muffy, my hair regrowth cream is mostly ineffective, and I'm struggling to keep this in perspective, but I feel like a massive injustice occurred. Says regrows hair on the two in the words, in the third or maybe a quarter of all users. I must have got swindled. Is it awful of oozes? Ooh, Muffy, I had all the servants tortured. Did you keep them on retainer? Did you got some more on order? Cause I can't comb my hair on my own no more. I got accustomed to the lifestyle, sniffed upon the spore, and it molded up my innards, made the blood turn blue. Muffy, there's a revolution. What can it do? Misplaced the Ambien. First world problem. Left a participle dangling. First world problem. You're scheduling your root canal. First world problem. Your grad schooling had no rationale. First world problem. You didn't like your appetizer. First world problem.